Welcome back to Bike Extraction, the channel where we uncover the stories behind the most iconic machines. Today, we're diving into a motorcycle that defined performance for an entire generation and still carries legendary status among enthusiasts, the Yamaha Rajdoot 350. Imagine the 1980s in India, where small, fuel-efficient commuters ruled the streets. Out of nowhere came a machine with raw power, racing DNA, and an exhaust note that made the ground tremble. The Rajdoot 350 wasn't just a motorcycle, it was a shockwave. The Rajdoot 350 was launched in 1983 through a partnership between Yamaha and Escorts in India. Based on the Yamaha RD350B, it brought twin-cylinder, two-stroke performance to a market that had never seen anything like it. Riders who were used to 100 cubic centimeters commuters suddenly had access to 30 horsepower, a 6-speed gearbox, and a machine that could outrun almost anything on the road. But Yamaha and Escorts knew the Indian market was different. Fuel prices were high, riders wanted reliability, and road conditions weren't kind to high-strung sport bikes. So the Rajdoot 350 was deliberately detuned compared to its Japanese counterpart. The HT, high-torque, version produced around 30 horsepower, while the LT, low-torque, version made about 27. Even then, it was still leagues ahead of the competition. One of the biggest strengths of the Rajdoot 350 was its performance. It could accelerate from 0 to 60 km per hour in under 4 seconds, a figure that sounds tame today but was unheard of in India at that time. The power band kicked in with a rush, and riders quickly learned how addictive the twin-cylinder two-stroke experience could be. The bike's reputation for speed and thrill was cemented almost instantly. However, that performance came at a price. Fuel economy was poor compared to the 100 cubic centimeters four-strokes around it. Maintenance required skill, and spare parts weren't always easy to find. Many buyers who were attracted to the bike's aura eventually struggled with ownership costs. That's one of the reasons sales were never as strong as Yamaha had hoped, despite the Rajdoot 350's cult following. What truly kept the Rajdoot alive was its emotional impact. This was the bike that young riders dreamed about. It became a status symbol, a machine that separated enthusiasts from ordinary commuters. Even today, spotting a Rajdoot 350 on the road draws attention, because it represents a golden era when Yamaha dared to offer something wild in a conservative market. Over the years, the Rajdoot 350 became legendary among collectors and restorers. Enthusiasts kept the legacy alive with restored machines, aftermarket performance upgrades, and passionate online communities. In fact, many of the surviving bikes are in better shape today than when they were sold, thanks to owners who treat them as prized possessions. Recently, rumors have started circulating about Yamaha reviving the Rajdoot name with a modern 350 cubic centimeters motorcycle. Reports suggest it might feature a single-cylinder, fuel-injected engine with retro styling, disc brakes, ABS, and LED lighting. While nothing official has been confirmed, the idea of a modern Rajdoot has already created buzz across Asia. Whether Yamaha actually brings it back or not, the Rajdoot 350's place in history is secure. It was the original performance icon for an entire generation of riders, a machine that proved India could handle speed and style. If a new Rajdoot does appear, it will have a lot to live up to, but it will also inherit a legacy that still burns brightly more than 40 years later.